I should have listened to my numerologist. She said,
stay out of Westchester County. It adds up to death and decay.
Oh, poor Marjorie. She had so many things to live for, like... I can't think of a single thing.
I fear Elsa may have brought the, stage door slasher to Aqua.
You think? It couldn't have just been someone who wanted Marjorie dead, like the Schuberts, maybe?
What about Helsa?
Ooh.
You put them in a snowdrift. It's the best we could do under the circumstances. It's a blizzard out there. You can't see a foot in front of you.
Well, the rest of the body for that matter.
Coffee hot cheese is brutal out there.
Oh, this hot chocolate?
No, don't touch that.
What?
Well, I'm no expert, but it still smells to me like it was poison. And I know it's just for the lights when O'Reilly sniffed it. Where the hell is he anyway?
That's the $64 question.
Elsa probably just used too much salt.
You put salt in your hot chocolate.
Sure, should only be a tad, of course, but it really gives it some snap.
I never thought of that. I've tried just a dab of nutmeg, but I find that it can be, a little bit overcompensated.
cinnamon.
In hot chocolate? No.
Yeah, that would
I mean, hot nutmeg.
I would have said
Can we leave the rest of the exchange for tomorrow? We got a killer on the loose.
I found the blueprints
What blueprints?
of these streets. Since whoever cut off the power escaped through the tunnels, I thought if we examined these, we might find details of those passages. Then we could foray into the walls to look for clues, all put together a picnic lunch in case we get lost.
These just show the house. They don't show the passageways.
Of course not. They're secret.
Okay, right now I want everybody where I can see them.
And I want to look for clues.
I'm in charge of this investigation. I say you're staying right here.
Investigation? What investigation?
Murder investigation. I'm a cop.
Why are you telling them?
This has gone too far for adventures, Miss Von Grossen. I'm Sergeant Michael Kelly. Of the New York City Police Department. Here on the case of the stage door slasher.
So it's not an audition?
Only for a killer, it seems.
Just my luck.
I told you, I told you, I told you. But did you listen? No. I'm just a silly old songwriter. I did go to the Boston Conservatory, you know.
I think this exposure unwise, Sergeant.
The killer's working too damn fast. He didn't go for you in the notebook. He went for someone who could obviously expose him somehow. And not just once. We've had 2 murders. Maybe 3, maybe 4 if we count O'Reilly.
Who was maybe 3?
There are bloodstains by the French doors.
Nobody else is missing.
Nobody we know about.
You mean there could be someone missing who wasn't even here in the first place?
But if you're the police, what was all that business about notifying them in regards to the book?
A setup.
I was to be the bait. Roger, when the killer came for me and the notebook, the sergeant would capture him. Clever, yes?
It was until you told us all about it.
Obviously, some people are more dangerous to the killer than this book.
Well, perhaps it's a combination of that book and those people that worried the killer. And with them out of the way, the book is useless.
That's exactly the way I got to take this.
I still maintain we should examine these blueprints. The chase is half the fun.
Okay, let me get this straight. All that nonsense about BB's notebook was just made up in order to...
No, the book is the real McCoy. Sent it to the department from Princeton last week. And it contains information that made us reopen the case.
What sort of information?
Look at the last entry.
Piccadilly 1020.
Oh my god! What is it, Bernice? I just got the new second act over there! Give me a pen! Oh, that is so annoying.
Well, the Piccadilly was our hotel in New York. What's the 1020?
Your room.
My room?
And the rest of the artistic staff.
Oh.
It was B.B. McAllister's last appointment. The night of the murder.
Oh yes, that was all that stuff that Elsa was talking about earlier. Well, obviously it didn't worry the killer too much.
Why should it? The staff suite. My God, the key was just left at the desk. Everyone, designers, stage managers, everyone had access to those rooms. And you reopened this investigation based on one appointment?
We were hoping it might lead to something.
Obviously, it didn't.
Obviously it did. There are 2 people dead.
Wait a second! The thing I can't figure is why Phoebe was in the hotel at all. Shows off the road, everyone's staying at home. It's a day off when the murder happens. Now, what's a chorus girl do on her day off?
Huh? Oh, well,
Sleeps!
well, she certainly wouldn't go near where a murderer was loose.
I would think poor Phoebe would want to spend that time with friends. Wouldn't you, Elsa?
Poor Phoebe had many dear friends, Ken.
Too many?
There's a list following the appointment in parentheses. 22 toe shoes, Leo, then a series of numbers. 288129. Huh. Leo would be something astrological?
Isn't 22 a type of gun?
Caliber, yeah. We wondered about that, but there was no gun involved, so...
22. Tutu.
What?
Tutu, toe shoes, Leo, leotard. Sounds like the appointment was for a ballet class, though why she'd wear a tutu is beyond me.
What's it look like?
A tutu? It's a little skirt, very stiff, sticks out in front, like...
She had it on.
What?
We didn't release that to the press. She had it on, and so did the other 2.
Murdered in a tutu.
How were they wearing their hair?
Hair?
Yeah, was that the same too?
Now that you mention it, yeah, it was. It was, tight and pulled back like a school teacher.
Ballet dancers! The slasher was killing ballet dancers!
Why?
He probably sat through Lace Heel Feed one time too many.
What I mean is they were dressed like ballet dancers, as if it was some kind of audition or act.
Anyone want to hear the new lyric? I think I've got the real flavor of Washington with it. It's called Ways, Means, and Mischief. I'll take it from the chorus. Oh my God.
Poor Bernice. She works herself much too hard.
Elsa! Elsa, my God!
I beg your pardon. Maybe the cold revived her.
Don't anybody move!
What's these Ross?
Helsa, we saw you half naked and dead fall from the closet into Bernice's arms.
Oh, Bernice!
Perhaps it was someone else. I was in the basement, gathering potatoes with the fishy swab.
She's still out there. Dead?
Who is dead?
Helsa, have you a twin?
Yeah, 2. I'm of triplets, sisters, but they're in Germany.
Helsa, someone who looks very like you was murdered here this afternoon.
I will look. My Mutter und Vater worked in Berlin as laborers in the government printing plant. In 1923, they died when a carton which contains marks the equivalent of $5 American fell on someone's table crashed. My sisters who died were raised by relatives. We saw each other only on Weihnachtsabend, when we met to decorate the Weihnachtsabend and give it out Weihnachtsgeschenke.
Gesundheit.
My point is, I did not know my sisters.
Well, that woman has absolutely no sense of humor.
Helsa accompany you out of town during Manhattan holiday?
No, Helsa was here at the house.
My gosh, identical triplets, secret passageways, a homicidal maniac?
Yeah, it's beginning to look like one of those Hollywood mysteries you direct, Mr. Delamaze.
I didn't know you directed a mystery, Ken.
1. Murder at the Biltmore with William Powell, Myrna Lloyd, Sidney Blackmer, Ralph Bellamy, Nat Pendleton, Louise Alberton, and Elisha Cook Jr.
Has that been released?
No. Have you seen it?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that.
I don't think she looks a thing like me.
But
She's
Helsa,
a spitting image.
was either of your sisters a ballet dancer by any chance?
Dancers? God in Himmel, no. Hilda lives in Strassen, working in a barnyard making sales. Helga lives in Stuttgart, where she waits tables in a beer garden. Now, if you must excuse me, I must get back to the dinner.
You're saying that's not your sister up there?
Anything is possible, but I believe my sister's to be in Germany.
That woman out there is of the exact likeness, though.
My grossvater was a merchant seaman out in Bremen. Perhaps he put ashore in Brooklyn? It is only a train ride to here, nicht wahr? Mr. O'Reilly, he is dead also.
We don't know.
Don't he move.
I told you she had eyes for him. Tumors and all she's concerned for is O'Reilly.
Obviously, Helsa is lying, though I can't imagine why.
She's covering for him.
I thought you said espionage was in your blood.
It is. It's just a little sluggish at the moment. Well, maybe her sister was on her way here and was killed before Helsa knew she arrived.
So why wouldn't she identify her?
Oh, perhaps Helsa's sister is the slasher.
But if her sister is the slasher, then who slashed her?
Oh, it's all too confusing.
No, it's simple. You got a sister who's a servant in Chicago, a sister selling sausage and sauerkraut in Stuttgart, and a sister sewing sails somewhere.
Strassland.
So either Helga from Stuttgart or Hilda from Strassland, while saving her sister in a snowstorm, is hacked by a homicidal halfwit who thinks either Hilda or Helga is Helsa. Now, ask yourself why.
Ask myself why. I don't even know what you said.
Ask myself, why what?
Not why what, why who?
Why who what?
Not why who what, why what?
Why who what why?
What?
Because before you ask who, you have to ask why.
And how?
And how what?
Oh, I was just agreeing. And how?
Maybe it depends on when.
When what?
Please, if you're going to do that again, I need another drink.
Let me see that book.
Could Helsa be the stage door slasher? Well, it's what we're all thinking, isn't it?
Oh, it's what we're all thinking, but why would Helsa murder 3 women?
Jealousy.
Of whom?
Of your friends, of course. You said you had many.
I said BB had many.
Really, Roger, if you're going to take the thoughts of others and twist them, I'd prefer you stick to Jerome Kern. You do that so much better.
I do not steal from Jerome Kern.
He certainly does not.
Thank you, Bernice.
It's Sigmund Romberg.
Fine. I'm supposed to be officially put in by my talent. But it strikes me as an exceptionally transparent attempt to get off the subject, which one of us might have had a motive.
All right, shall we begin with the well-known fact that you hate dancers?
Not true. I only hate them when they sing.
You did demand those 3 girls be removed from the numbers.
But now with a knife. Oh.
My point is, any one of us could have had a motive. Even me, like they were all pregnant or something. But I don't think the killer is in this room.
Well, what about O'Reilly? We haven't seen him since the blackout.
He may be dead.
Or in those tunnels.
Well, we won't know if we don't look. I am going to serve dinner, and then I suggest an armed foray into those walls. There is another possibility. Perhaps Helsa is her sister.
What?
Just something that happened earlier when I had attempted to kiss her good morning, something different.
She kisses her maid good morning.
Okay, I want to get to solving this thing. I want to reconstruct the moment before the crime, and I want all of you to show me where you stand before the lights went out.
Oh, you've got to be
Oh, this
kidding.
will work. Ellery Queen does it all the time.
All right, let's try it. I was here. Bernice, where were you?
She was over there.
And we were here.
And poor Marjorie was over there.
Right.
notes doesn't tell me a goddamn thing.
Well, I, for one, do not think that Elsa should be alone in the kitchen with Helsa.
But wait a second, Ken. I want to read you the new second act opening.
Personally, I believe what we had originally was fine.
Well, Marjorie hated it.
Marjorie was dead, Bernice. I don't think you should allow a dead woman's opinion to have influence over you.
Can't believe one of them could be a slasher.
Nah, I got me a whole other theory.
You coming to the kitchen?
In a sec.
Find something interesting?
It's addresses, appointments, and a kind of log. She refers to things she's done that day. See, here's LN_W/K.
Lunch with Kathy. Another dancer in the show. We already checked all those notes out, though. The ones we can make sense of, anyway.
I think it's a code.
Code? Why would you keep a code?
Well, every so often, there's nothing but a list of numbers.
Phone numbers.
But there's not always an exchange. Here's Endicott, Murray Hill, and then row of numbers. It's a code.
Bank accounts, maybe? Secret bank accounts!
Yeah! Maybe.
I got a theory. And it's based on plain old-fashioned police work.
Hey, maybe serial numbers?
Observation. Observation, that's the key. If I'm right, someone's a very great day. I think I know that someone...
Well, maybe the numbers are letter stuff.
What'd you learn about that?
Well, when you were a kid, didn't you ever send away to Orphan Annie or Jack Armstrong for a secret decoder?
Don Wenzel of the Navy. I got a ring.
Well, I'll use the Orphan Annie system. Let's try to break it.
What we need is paper. Holy mackerel. The desk drawer. Hey, Sarge. Where'd the cop go?
Oh my gosh, another tunnel!
Oh, this joint has more surprises than laxatives.
There are steps leading down.
Wait, nuts, don't go in there.
Well, I want to see what's down here.
Come on into the slasher, don't plie.
It looks like a wine cellar.
Great, now come back up. I can't believe he's doing this when there's a killer loose. I mean, there's someone, maybe a raven maniac in this house, or with a knife, or a saber, and you're running around down there in the dark instead of staying up here in the light, where it's safe. Hi, can I help you? All the dancers are alright now, but if you care to leave a message. Oh, no thanks. I saved earlier in class. I got a regular bomb. Frank and the Asper, you know? Oh, I get it. You think I'm a dancer? Oh, that agent of mine. He'll call anybody anything to get word. You know, I'm a comic. Comic, I'm also a ventriloquist. Throw my voice anywhere. Wine cellars!
Eddie!
Looking for this? Thirsty? Where'd he go? Oh, where'd he go? I'll clip him. So help me, I will mow him down!
Eddie, did you shut me in there as some kind of joke?
How'd you get out of there?
There's a lever next to the door.
The slasher was here.
What, the slasher was here?
While you were down there. Right here in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
Well, what do you look like?
Somebody in a long raincoat with a bag over his head.
No, I mean tall, short.
Who knows, both? Maybe I was too busy looking at the razor.
Well, let's go tell the others.
No! It could be one of them. He was after this, but I grabbed it and ran.
You did? Gee, Eddie, you're kind of brave.
Nah, just fast. You play some of the joints I play?
Well, which one of them do you think it is?
Well, I got a theory.
O'Reilly?
Oh, we thought you were dead.
Oh, sure, and so did somebody else. I was sit on me head and left to die.
When was this?
When I was going for the aspirin.
I hope you got a chance to take a couple.
When I come to, I find myself in the tunnels, and I've had the devil's own time trying to find me way out.
Well, there have been 2 murders here.
And what's more, it's not even an audition. It's a setup to catch the slasher.
Murders? Who?
Miss Baverstock and someone who's either Helga, Hilda, or Helsa.
What?
Someone who we think is Helsa's twin sister.
Fell right out of that closet.
Her sister, was it? And Helsa, she's all right?
Yeah, fine. Don't worry. She was concerned about you, too.
Why, she knew. Faith, and she's a fine soup of a lass. I believe I'll have a spot of brandy to ward off the chill.
Sit still. I'll get it.
So, how long have you been in this country, Mr. O'Reilly?
What?
I asked how long you'd been in America. You are Irish-born?
As Paddy's cow.
And where in Ireland are you from?
Sure, are you familiar with Ireland, Colleen?
I've never been there, no.
Well, there's a spot in County Blarney, which the sun coming over the McNamara Mountains hits first, waking the fine village of McGillicuddy to another of God's days. They're the time from, and there that I'll ever be.
You should know better than ask an Irishman where he's from. We could have been here all night.
Sure as it's warming as a bog of peat in August.
Have I seen you in anything on Broadway, Mr. O'Reilly?
Are you, writing a book about me, miss?
Dinner, sir! Oh, Mr. O'Reilly, you've returned to us.
Somebody hit him on the head and left him to die.
My dear, we've unleashed something horrible in these walls tonight.
However, the Vichy Spa is ready, and where's Dr. Kelly?
I don't know. Isn't he with you?
Perhaps he went to wash up. Come along, everyone else is in the dining room. Let's eat so we can get down to the serious business of the evening.
Of course.
I don't think he's Irish.
Oh, easy enough to tell. We'll give him some more brandy, see if he starts to fight, sing, or run to toe.
Oh, Dora, I went and forgot my drink.
Pot of gold?
Oh, come on.
Dinner is served, Helsa. Oh, Helsa, they tell me your sister is dead. Are you in mourning? Helsa! Come out! I think we should talk. Peekaboo! Come out, there you are, Helsa. I know your little secret. You can't hide in here forever.
Divider red. I'll just take one of each. Sorry to have bothered you. I was hoping to save you something.
Eddie,
Don't look! O'Reilly and the maid. Gee, they were getting along so well.
I'm going for help!
Hey, ask whether we're having meat or fish.
Wait, where'd they go?
To the wall.
He's trying to kill her! We've got to help!
Help how?
Where's that cop?
I'm going into those tunnels.
You crazy? Don't go in there.
It's useless to try to stop a bully.
Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing.
Sure we can.
We need to track them from 2 directions. Look, Nikki, you're going in through here. I'll enter from the billiard room.
That's the billiard room?
Yes?
Interesting you place it over here, next to the parlor.
Well, it used to be the music room.
You know, I would put it closer to the solarium.
Oh, actually, that's not. That would have been really great. Okay, can we hold the architectural discussion till later? He may be killing her. I'm going in.
I'll go with you. 2 can die as easy as 1.
Here, take this so you can see what you're up against.
See it? Who wants to see it?
Roger, play the radio very loud. That way we can always find this room.
Oh, if you can find the red network of NBC, Phil Spitonian is all commercials on right now.
I warn you, it's a labyrinth in there. Stay close together. Please, Roger, anything but that.
Buried under snow in this blizzard of fast-reaching catastrophic proportions. Transportation has halted. Governor Lehman and Mayor LaGuardia have declared that a state of...
My God, all we need now is a power failure.
From your mouth to God's ear.
There are storm lanterns in the pantry. Come help me get them.
Ouch! Damn it! I bumped it to the piano.
That was my head. Are you coming, Roger?
Are you still sitting on the floor, Bernice?
I'm not moving until the lights come back on. I'm just going to sit here with my bottle of wine and relax.
All right, Bernice. We'll be back for you. Come on.
There's mischief in Washington, and guess who has to pay? There's mix-ups in Washington, and guess who? Who is it?
You have not seen me.
Oh, years.
How does it identify?
Ken, where are you?
In the corridor.
I went back to that closet. You were not as you saw me.
Oh, Cecile.
If you tell, I was down into the tunnels, and no one can find you. Have you ever been stripped, tied to a wall, and bit? Well?
Do I have to answer that?
Oh.
Oh, here's the library.
Never. One bite, and you die.
She's in the closet. She's in the closet. Oh, Elsa, she's in the closet. Really? What? Show me.
My God!
Just keep her watching until help comes.
I'm going for that police officer. Stay here in case he comes out of the walls.
Out of the walls. Yes, I forgot we were visiting that house of wonder.
Out of the walls. Out of the walls. That's it, Roger. The second act opening should be a wall.
Walls?
Dick Rogers does one every show, Ken.
Bernice, this is hardly the police, and it certainly isn't the time.
Isn't the time, Roger? Isn't the time? I'm creating. Don't tell me it isn't the time.
The contractions are beginning.
And he tells me it isn't the time. I have been stopped from giving birth and watching tonight, Ken.
Does anyone see the maid?
She's in the closet.
She's got a butcher's knife.
Yeah, well, I brought a gun.
What's an Irish tenor doing with a gun?
I'm not Irish. I'm Italian. Lieutenant Tony Garibaldi, New York Police Department, working here on the case of the stage door slasher. Elsa is the slasher, and she's on her way up the river. Okay, Vinzel, the jig is up. Come out with your hands high. You hold me, Vinzel, you're trapped. Okay, Vinzel. I'm counting to 10. Eins, zwei, drei,
He's counting in German?
Well, Helsa's German.
vier, fünf,
5.
Oh, no wonder they're so broke over there.
acht, neun, zehn.
Actually, she couldn't come out even if she wanted to. The door's locked.
Well, unlock it.
Oh, hi. Boy, am I glad to see you. Flashlight went out. We've been wandering in pitch black. Would have got separated, but I held her hand and led her through the tunnels.
Oh, that's...
All right, Nikki. Come on. We're back in the house.
Oh, Nicky.
Where'd you come from? Where's Nikki? What? Glenn, I can't understand anything you're saying because you got a gag in your mouth. Now, what were you saying?
Let's get this goddamn gag out of my mouth!
Did you pass the maid in there?
Who knows? It's too dark to see anything.
Helsa is the stage door slasher.
Elsa. Wait a minute. She's in there? With Nikki?
All right, I'll take care of this.
Oh, hold it! This is a job for the police.
Ah, but he is the police. Lieutenant Tony... somebody.
He's working on the slasher case.
Out of where?
Headquarters.
What division?
Eerie crimes.
Erie Crimes Division?
Yeah, it's a new thing that
Got a badge? Of course he has a badge. He just showed it to us.
Come on, pal, let's see some ID.
Sure. All right, everybody, hands up, over there, move, move, move.
What? You're the son of a bitch that cocked me on the head, right? You're the son of a bitch that took my badge, right?
I needed the ID. Almost worked. Till Bubblenuts over here spoiled everything.
Hey! Just a minute.
I can't find that police officer anywhere.
Careful, Elsa.
Hello, everyone.
Hands up! Stop your squawking, sister.
What's gotten into Mr. O'Reilly?
He's not O'Reilly.
I am Klaus Stansdorf of the Geheime Staatspolizei. Okay, the first time I saw you with me, but that's
The Gestapo.
temporarily assigned to the German consulate in New York as a cultural attaché.
What's the Gestapo one with the stage door slash?
What I want is for you, Sergeant Kelly, to take the lantern and lead the way into the closet. You can go to hell.
I don't want to go to hell.
Bitte, Sergeant Kelly. I could easily have killed you before, but I didn't. Why not? Professional courtesy. Take the lantern.
No!
He's not buying it.
78.
They will. I suggest the best of you turn your heads, as the bullet from this gun makes quite a large hole.
Don't make a move, Daddy, or you'll be pushing up daisies. Ensign Nicole Crandall. United States Naval Intelligence.
We're gonna need some rope.
In the pantry. I'll get it.
I'll go with her. She shouldn't be alone.
Wait a minute. I am not staying around here with all these guns waving around. Bernice?
Scotch and soda.
Oh, never mind.
Up against the piano, Krauthead.
I can fight.
See his hands. Hey, where'd you learn to do that?
Basic training.
That's pretty basic, all right.
Okay, Ensign, I'll take over. And a chair.
Naval intelligence. I'll be damned.
We've been after this guy for 3 weeks.
What are you always running into the tunnels? You're packing a heater in your handbag.
This cat spy or something?
Worse, he's a saboteur. His name is Dieter Wenzel.
You have the wrong man.
Shut your trap.
Wenzel?
That's right. Helsa's brother.
What's he doing here?
The Nazis landed this guy and 5 others on Long Island 3 weeks ago. We caught 4 of them in Sag Harbor posing as novelists.
My name is Klaus Stansdorf.
Baloney. The saboteurs had false identities, $500,000, and a mission to blow up installations all over this country to effectively retard our nation's communication system.
Gee, I thought the post office was already taking care of that.
But this guy and a guy named Franz Becker decided that the money was more important than the fatherland and took off with the do-re-mi.
So where's this guy's buddy Becca?
The Katzenjammer kid here bumped him off for the greenbacks. Right, Fritz?
Wrong. I killed Becker because he was a traitor. Doomkopf.
Hey, who you calling Doomkopf?
Her I am calling Doomkopf. You I call Bumblenuts.
Just wanted to get that straight.
How'd you get on this guy's trail?
See, naval intelligence knew he had a sister. We figured it was a long shot, but he might head for her.
And they sent you alone against the killer?
I was the only agent who could sing harmony.
Listen to me, all of you. Your lives are in great danger.
Okay, pal, we're all ears.
My name is not Dieter Wenzel. Dieter Wenzel is an officer in Abwehr, German military counterintelligence. He is also a homicidal
A
maniac.
homicidal maniac? How to get in the German army?
We recruited him. Duh.
And he's doing all the killing?
Of course.
And where is he?
He is.
All right, here's the rope. I'll tie him up. I'm very handy with half hitches. It's gone. The lyric is gone, and I'll never get it back. He's dead.
There's blood on these books. The knife must have come right through here.
Moby Dick! Gee, I don't see how a knife got through that. I couldn't even finish the first chapter.
My God!
He was stabbed through the bookcase.
This is right about where I was grabbed.
There's a passage there.
Holy mackerel.
I'm going in.
No, Sergeant! It's useless. That passage splits off into 5 others.
He was killed through the bookcase and practically fell on Bernice.
Oh, Bernice, are you all right?
I can't work in this environment, Roger. These people have no respect for an artiste. He's casting swirls before pine, and I'm very drunk.
No use. Splits off factory-wise just inside. Okay, look, I want to take things a step at a time. I want to get this guy outside with the others. A couple of you give me a hand. Put it back on the shelf.
Put it back. Oh. I mean, I guess you can still read it.
He's a Nazi.
Oh, that's a lot of Wiener Schnitzel.
The door.
Oh, yeah, can you get the door cam?
Fine, I'll just do everything.
Okay.
One,
Watch the walls.
don't lift with your back.
It's a constant substitution. Oh. Poor BB's book. Someone was trying to work out the code.
I was.
I love codes. Like Bach. Baby was substituting numerals for consonants on a triple basis.
How's it work?
It's very, very easy. Look.
Hey, can we stop by the hall closet? I want to pick up my earmuffs this time.
It's very, very easy. Especially since he repeats number sets. This becomes A. Apples. Here repeats apples. This is corn. Here's oranges. Some sort of ongoing shopping list. Peppermint.
It's
Apples again.
Apples, oranges, corn, peppermint.
What do you make of that?
Well, might it be some sort of shopping list?
I would think the peppermint would tend to dominate the taste.
Well, not if we weren't allowed to stand too long.
Maybe the sweetness of the oranges might counteract.
Oh, word
yeah,
substitutes.
Word substitutes, that's it! It's another code! That's, what do you think?
Pardon me,
Frau, but the beef is getting dry.
Helsa! Helsa, my God!
Now what?
Put your hands up!
Oh, what is wrong with you people?
We know you're the stage door slasher, Helsa.
You threatened me with a butcher knife!
Ah, when you opened the closet, 9. In addition to keeping the dinner warm, I've been running through the tunnels, trying to keep from being murdered by the homicidal maniac of a buzzer.
Dieter Wenzel?
Yeah, he came up here posing as an Irish tenor, seeking refuge.
Mr. O'Reilly.
Yeah,
But he's dead. They're burying him in a snowdrift right now.
I will look. Yeah, that's just Dieter. Poor Dieter. He was a very famous entertainer in Berlin, you know. And now he lies in a snowdrift with strangers.
Oh, yes, I hope there isn't a sudden thaw. I don't know what the milkman was thinking. He tried to kill you earlier?
Yeah, he knew I would turn him into the authorities. You shot him, did you?
He was stabbed through the bookcase.
Ach so? My God, the tunnels!
What about them?
There's something else in there. Something evil! I have brushed against it in the dark.
Have you seen it?
If it is human, it is all in black. There's a smell of death. It is demonic. And it feeds for a soul. Should have put the cucumbers back and I was thinking, Frau.
Yes, I suppose so. Something evil. I'm going for the sergeant. Did Helsa actually threaten you?
Well, she held a knife, then we slammed the door in her face.
She could be telling the truth then.
If she is, I think we should get out of this house as quickly as possible. Blizzard or no blizzard.
If she is, it makes it all the more important we crack this code.
What to say about the night of the murder?
Piccadilly, 1020, tutu, toe shoes, Leo, corn. What's another word for corn?
No, no, no.
But I'm the only one with the slightest knowledge of these passages. I have to go.
It's too dangerous for a woman.
Not with this. The Derringer, which General von Grossendorf carried as chief bodyguard to Archduke Ferdinand.
You know how to use that thing?
Sergeant, I have shot the O out of every stop sign in Westchester County.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Okay, here's the plan.
Listen, everyone, we've broken part of the code in BB's book. Here's what it says the night of the murder. Piccadilly, 1020, tutu, toe shoes, Leo, corn.
Corn? What's corn?
A word substitute, we think.
You think? She was a dancer, wasn't she? Maybe she had corns. Okay, here's the plan. We go in the 3 passages out of here. 1 gun to a passage. The 4th gun stays in here in case the fiend or whatever it is tries to come back. Elsa? You going through there. And Eddie, you pulled me out of those tunnels pretty good. You take this. And going through there.
Hey, if this don't have a flag pops out and says, I don't know what to do with it.
Get down.
Well, I've played some tough rooms in my life, but this one takes the cake.
Stay with me now. Put it in your pocket. Okay, Ensign, I want you to stay here.
Aye, aye, sir. I want to keep working on this code anyway.
Okay, is there any way the passageways don't lead?
The pantry.
Okay, you 3 go in there. That way you'll be safe.
Safety is exactly what I had in mind.
Come on, Bernice, we're moving on.
Oh, good. Anything open this late?
Come on.
All set? Let's go.
I warn you, it's a maze in there. Move carefully.
Hey, you two be safe.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah. Are you gonna be okay?
I asked you first. Hey, listen. If I'm not back in 24 hours, cancel my ad variety.
Bernice are all tucked in, surrounded by frying pans. Let's hope they don't get in a fight over a lyric.
Shouldn't you stay with them?
I thought I should be here with you. You have the job of guarding 3 secret passages at once.
Thanks.
Still working on that book.
Yeah, these foods as word substitutes. I just can't figure them.
Another code. Locked in poor BB's head forever, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I must congratulate you on your performance. As a chorus girl, quite convincing. The appearance, the walk, the trip over the suitcase was an excellent choice.
Well, actually, that one was me.
Oh, and your language. Swell. So typically crass. The pure ring of banal truth.
Well, that was sort of me too. See, I was a hopeful, you know, knocking around on the Great White Way before I joined the Navy.
I see. Did you ever by chance audition for me?
Well, I don't know, Mr. Delamace. I went to so many auditions. Maybe one of them was for you.
I think I would have singled you out.
Oh, I doubt that.
As different from the rest?
Different?
You didn't see yourself as different from the tawdry, shop-worn, self-involved, run-of-the-mill chorus girl?
Gee, no. I thought most of them were pretty nifty.
Nifty. Chase must be going badly. I'd expected to hear shots ringing from the walls by now.
Wait a minute. Maybe I did audition for you. Did you direct I Married an Angel?
That was Josh Logan.
Let's see, I tried out for Boys from Syracuse.
George Abbott.
Sing Out the News. Who's Who?
Charlie Friedman. Leonard Sillman.
Who's Who? People!
What?
People! She was substituting food for people. She was probably keeping appointments she didn't want anyone else to know about.
Anyone being Elsa, naturally.
So that night, it was Piccadilly 1020 Corny. Corny. What's another word? Corny? A comedian in the show, maybe. What's another word for corn? Oh my god!
Philo Vance would have gotten it so much sooner, my pretty. Now, you and I are going to take a swell trip.
Naturally, Bernice needs another drink, so I've been elected the honors to get her.
Don't do anything foolish, Roger.
Oh, I don't want to deal with this. I absolutely refuse to deal with this.
I suppose you think I'm crazy. Well, I'm not crazy.
Ken, honey, I have no intention of getting into a psychological discussion with you. Okay? God knows I'm not feeling secure enough about myself to hear your problems. Ugh.
How silly, I must have turned left at the hot water heater. Ken, what are you doing? Don't tell me. You're the stage door slasher?
I am.
I asked you not to tell me.
Elsa, put your gun down and get over there.
Excuse me.
Bernice,
I have the wrong room.
don't move. Over there.
But why, Ken? Why?
Why what?
Why did you kill all those girls?
My mother was a great person.
Oh, you had to
A
ask.
simple woman, born of simple stock.
Is this going to be a long story, Ken?
My father left her for a ballet dancer.
I knew it!
She was beautiful.
The ballet dancer?
No, my mother. Beautiful.
Yeah, well, if you thought so much of her, then when's the last time you called her?
Okay, well, it's been a couple of months, sure.
Yeah.
But what do you care anyways? You're going to die. All of you. It just remains to determine how.
Ken, I'm not putting on a tutu for anyone.
A fire, of course. What could be more natural with so many lanterns burning? This house burning to the ground will keep me warm enough until help comes, don't you think? Roger, get up. Elsa, sit down. Bernice, put your hands on the piano. Nice. No, act natural. Hey, don't look at the gun. Good composition. Reminiscent of that final scene from Berlin Color, the picture I shot with Paul Lucas.
Oh, for God's sake.
Dantine, Conrad Veidt, Oscar, Homka, and Merle Oberon. A picture which I assume you've all seen, since you've seen everything else I've done that hasn't been released yet.
Yes, you're
Oh
not
my gosh,
original.
every weekend.
die. Now, what can I use to make the fire spread more quickly? Bernice.
Try cognac.
Oh, Eddie, you're just in the nick of time.
Well, so sooner the tunnels would have hit me what Miss Von Grossen,
Newton.
said.
What did I say?
It's like a maze in here. And what's another word for maze? Corn. Corn maze? Candela maze? So we're trying to find a way back in the sense.
Excuse me, if you're done with that cognac, can I borrow it?
Bernice, I think you've had enough.
You don't have to count, Roger. We're not at your house.
Pen de la Maze. Stage door slasher.
Sure, he killed those dancers and went to Ram to hide in the one place where his madness, his paranoia, and his murderous inhuman tendencies would never be noticed.
Where was that?
Metro Golden Mayor.
My goodness. We best go find Sergeant Kelly and inform him the chase is over. He could be wandering around in there for hours. We going through that way, Eddie? Can you hold down the Ford end sign?
Sure, is there any rope?
In the closet. Bernice?
Well, I suppose with the killer caught, it's confused.
I am so sick and tired of picking this one up off the floor. This calls for strong coffee.
Did she get the rope?
What?
The rope.
Oh yes, here it is.
Listen, I really prefer being a comic to being a hero, because when you're a hero, you spend most of your time being scared out of your wits. But I better go back in those walls and tell Kelly we caught the slasher.
And the saboteur.
Oh, but what about the sister who sells sausage? All right, I'll be right back. Maybe you should put another knot in that?
Where is everybody?
Wait a minute. If Ken is the stage door slasher, then who killed...
I did. Be quiet. Don't scream and you may not get hurt. I know you haven't gotten identification as an intelligence officer. Where was he? I also know what you were thinking. You were thinking, this woman is smarter, and I am trained in hand-to-hand combat. I can easily take that knife away from another smaller woman. But can you from a man?
My gosh!
Out the handbag! If naval intelligence was even a little intelligent, they would know that Dieter Wenzel was once the toast of the Berlin Cabaret, even more famous than Sally Bowles.
A female impersonator?
The best! I do Lotelenia, Josephine Baker, and a great Dietrich. A young man is reckless and ready. A young man is handsome and vain. He's young and he's tense, but hasn't the sense to come in out from the vein. Get away! Get away! Get away, young man! Get away! Also, my legs are better.
Oh. Then you killed...
Everyone!
Miss Baverstock?
I saw to it Fräulein von Grasnut. She had been sitting in that chair. If his heart is a vase, this house would have been mine. I also wanted people to think the stage door slasher was here. Turns out he actually was. I also killed the Gestapo agent.
Oh, really?
No! O'Reilly! Just a little joke from the cabaret days.
Then O'Reilly actually was...
As he told you, Klaus Stansdorf. When Franz and I took off with the Fuzzerland's money, Franz hid in New York with his share. Stansdorf found him and killed him. Stansdorf must have also had information about my sister, so he came here.
Then it was your sister...
Twin sister, yeah.
You killed your own sister?
We were never close. And I needed her identity. I As now, I need yours.
You'll never get away with this.
Of course I will get away. I have $250,000 and this is America!
How do you know so much about what went on? You weren't even...
The vaults have eyes as well as ears, Miss Super Spy. If all Americans were as simple-minded as you, your capital will one day be Berlin. And now, Miss Naval Intelligence, you are about to disappear forever into the vaults of this ridiculous house. Don't move.
Stand still. Oh, I warn you. I'm a skilled marksman.
The safety is on, Mr. Avenger. And you get German guns, the best. Over there, next to her.
What happened to her hair?
She's a guy.
How come he's wearing a dress? Oh. I get it. You're trying to stay out of the army.
Very interesting country, America. Where else would you find a super spy and comedian in one room?
White House, probably.
All right, you two habits will now go into the tunnel.
What's he so burned up about anyhow? You asking him to do windows or something?
This is Dieter Wenzel.
The homicidal maniac, we could be in a lot of trouble.
I am going to kill you.
Well, see, that won't be easy.
Why not?
Because I'm scared of guns. So when they handed me that gun and asked me to walk around in a dark tunnel with it, naturally, I removed the bullets.
Scheiße.
You tie up him, her, them, and I'll keep an eye on him.
Don't anybody move!
Oh, it's okay, Sarge. We got the killers.
This is Stage Door Slasher?
No, I'm the lyricist.
Over here, Sarge.
Hello, are you all right?
This
Where am I?
is the stage door slasher.
And Helsa is a Nazi saboteur. Helsa, a saboteur? Only it's not Helsa. It's her twin brother Dieter, a female impersonator.
I do Dietrich, Lotte Lenya, Josephine Baker.
Really? Judy Garland?
No, her voice is much too rangy for me.
Really? I would have thought if you didn't look Linda, you'd be able to do...
Well, you see, Linda's is basically a chest voice.
Oh,
My God is this. Yeah.
Can we leave the musical discussion for another day?
I want to get these two locked up. I warn you, I have connections in very high places. I know Harry Cohn and Jack Warner personally. I have lunch with Luella Parsons. I have friends in Hollywood that are destined for political greatness. Unknown actors today, but someday. Fine. When they get an office, they can point you to the cabinet. They will.
Red Hot Mama, you're the one we need.
Sing.
I've been.
Shut up!
Easy.
Gee, we got the stage door slasher and a Nazi saboteur. We'll probably make Winchell.
We are restored to the world. I think the success of our adventure calls for celebration. Let's repair to the dining room for crepes flambe von Grossen noon.
That's not made with corn, is it?
Corn, of course that's it, Roger!
What's it?
We're wrong, setting our show in Washington. Oh, these are troubled times. Times for a musical that celebrates the spirit of America. The cornfields, the cowboys, those surreys with all that frilly little crap on top. Our next musical should take place in
Oklahoma.
Nebraska. Let's go.
Nebraska.
Well, you two performed quite heroically. The Navy will be proud of you, Nicole. I intend to write Eleanor about you. As for you, Mr. McEwen, I'm sorry this was not a real audition, or you would have certainly gotten the part. Well, that's okay. He got the girl.
He did? Oh, I mean, I did.
I mean, how can I resist a guy who comes flying out of walls every time I need him?
Well, I gotta warn you, I'm not a hero naturally.
Well, no one's a hero naturally. Anyhow, I'm not concerned about heroics. I'm concerned about chemistry.
Now that I got covered.
Yeah, I know. You inherited it.
Oh, but a storm.
Elsa?